Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is DollieTheRebel here, and in this video I'm showing you guys how I got this orange ginger wig. So I'm starting off with this 18-inch 613 by 4 frontal wig, and the dyes I'll be using that I showed you a few seconds ago are from Adora Colors in their ginger and I believe it's sunset orange dyes. And I got this from my vendor. So quick little shameless plug, I will be selling wigs and you guys can check me out on Instagram at TaylorAndreaLabel or check out my website TaylorAndreaLabel.com and I can do some custom units for you guys. So here I'm just showing you the inside of the wig. Of course it's already pre-made because I ain't got time for that. I'm just showing you guys that it does have the clips and the strap on the inside, and what I'm going to do is spray the lace with some Got To Be Free spray just to kind of help with the standing of the lace. Now you will see in some clips when I watercolored the wig that the back lace does get stained, which is fine. We cut that part out anyway, so no one's gonna see it, so it's not that big of a deal. So I did already boil my water and now I'm just taking one full bottle. I did have a little bit of dye left over, which is not a big deal, but I did take one full bottle of the ginger and used, I believe, I would say at least 75% of the sunset orange, and then I tried to squeeze out the remaining of the ginger and went back in with some more just kind of in the water just to darken it up. So I'm just mixing that. Of course, again, I do custom colors, so I mix my own concoction of a color, and I absolutely love the way the wig turned out. But yeah, I always try to mix a dark color and a light color just because I do want some high and low light so the hair has dimension to it when you do dye it. So I am just pouring my dye into the hot water and I'm mixing it, and I'm just trying to get all of the dye out the bowl. And again, like I said, I did add just, you know, a few more touches of the ginger and the sunset orange color just for more vibrancy.
Monkey.
Alright you guys, so now we're going to dip the wig. So I'm starting with the ends just because you know, just to kind of see how the color was taking, and then I just go ahead and submerge the entire wig into the boiled water. And I just kind of take my brush just to make sure it's all in there and just kind of help that be my tool. And I do just kind of pull it up, see how it's looking, and submerge it, turn it around, just make sure that it's taking all the color and trying to make sure that it is as even as possible and make sure there's no blonde patches. And with this color, it is actually inspired by Arrogant Tay. I know earlier this year when I first was getting into colored wigs and hair and stuff like that, I seen him post this orange wig that you'll see in my thumbnail. So on his client, she it's more of like a, almost I guess like a pastel type of orange, where I went a little bit darker like a little bit, yeah, a little bit darker. Like I said, I did create my color. I did mix some colors to get the color that I got, just for more dimension, and so the hair won't look just so solid. Yeah, so just to kind of do something different, but I do want to say it's a take from that. So now I'm just wringing out the wig, and I'm just going to rinse it out and put some silicone mix into the wig, just to make sure it keeps the softness, and just, you know, make sure all that dye and everything is out, and of course just to help make it smell good. I love using silicone mix. I definitely feel like it's very essential for my wigs, and I only use it for my wigs. I haven't tried it on my natural hair, so yeah.
Monkey.
Alright, you guys, so now I'm going to rinse that silicone mix out of the wig, and of course just wring it out. So that's what you see me doing here. And one thing about this color mixture I was really surprised about was that it did not bleed. So when I did my blue wig, my pink wig, and my red wigs, all of the colors bled when I rinsed and when I shampooed them, but this did not do that, so I was very surprised by that. So that was a bonus with that particular color. So yeah, now I'm just wringing this out, and I'm going to just towel dry it a little bit, because for some reason it's hard for me to wring out wigs and they'll still be like soaking wet when I put them on the mannequin head. So yeah, but I'm just going to just get ready to set up with the mannequin head. So here you see me just brushing out the wig so I can blow dry the hair. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do next. I did speed through a lot of these clips because the video is so long, but yeah, I'm just blowing out the hair. I did straighten the hair off camera, I believe, just because again I didn't want the video to be too long. But yeah, this is just my blow dry process, and then I believe we'll get into the install next.
Monkey.
Alright, you guys, so now we're going to get into the install process. Well, my install process. I am not a professional hairstylist at all, so I am just taking my hair and gelling it down with some Eco Styler gel. I honestly would recommend using the Got to Be Glued. Well, yeah, the Got to Be Glued gel, just because it has that will hold your edges down better. I know after I took this wig off yesterday, and me doing this voiceover, it's the 21st of November, so I took it off Friday, and my ponytail was super loose, and I was having just like issues with my kitchen curling up. So yeah, I would definitely recommend using the Got to Be gel. And so my stocking caps, they have 2 per pack, so I'm just taking a stocking cap from out of the pack and putting it over my head. And I'll be using the ImaSlayYoBae Gummy glue adhesive. So before I apply the adhesive, I'm going to just cut the holes around my ears so my wig cap can lay flat. And I'm going to take my first layer of glue and put that around my edges, and I'm just going to smooth it out with a rat tail comb. I probably should get some popsicle sticks. So, but yeah, and this is just the first layer, and I let that dry down. I take my blow dryer on a cool setting, and I'm just kind of dry it down until it turns clear, and then I do that for another, I think I did 3 or 4 layers. I can't remember, but I did about 3 to 4 layers. And just in the in-between stages, I am spraying my lace with ImaSlayYoBae smeared lace tint spray, and this is in the shade Cappuccino. So I'm just spraying that all around my lace. I do, however, go in with foundation just because I want a little bit more coverage. I don't know, when I do the lace, when I spray the lace, it makes the hair all wet again, which is very annoying. So maybe I should do it after I wash it. I'm not sure, but yeah, you want to let that dry for 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm just cutting off my excess cap, and then I'm gonna go back in for my second layer. And I do want to make that width kind of thick so that it can adhere better and last longer. If you just do like a really thin layer around the perimeter of your head, it will not stick for as long or as well, I don't think. So yeah, you do want to make that just a little bit thick. But I do not apply this directly on my hair. It's going to, like, it's close to my edges, but it's primarily on the cap and a little bit before the cap. And I believe I did I think that was my second layer, and the layer right when I put the wig on should be my third. So again, I'm just going in with some foundation and putting that on my cap because it is a little bit too light. So I just want to make sure that when I put my wig on, it looks like scalp. And then I'm just putting whatever leftover foundation on the wig just for a little bit more coverage. I just want to be secure when I put the wig on and that it looked like it was coming from my head. So yeah, and I'm just buffing that into my wig cap and into the lace, and I'm just brushing the hair out, trying to brush it back so it won't be in my way. I should have gotten like hair clips to clip the hair back when I was installing this because I did have some problems. So before you install your wig, always make sure you adjust the straps in the back. I always have to make sure my wigs are tight because sometimes I have too much extra space or it doesn't feel secure, especially when I'm curling it. So it's just, you know, it feels super loose. So make sure you have it as tight as possible before you lay your lace down. So I always start from the back and then I just pull it forward to the front. And what you guys didn't see was I actually went downstairs and ate when I put that second layer on, so I did not use the dryer. So I'm gonna have to go back with a third layer so it can adhere. So I went in with another layer, so it was still wet when I applied my wig. I did not wet, I just went ahead and applied the wig and tied it down. I would suggest to make sure that it is tacky first. I just was being impatient and went ahead and just did my thing. So yeah, learn from my mistakes, you guys, but it wasn't really no issue. Yeah, once I just laid it down, combed it through, and cut the lace and tied everything down. Once I did my process, everything still came out the same. I really didn't have no issue with the glue still being like kind of wet. So yeah. So the great thing about the mistake I made was realizing that I didn't cut my tabs to lay my lace down to make it easier for me. So I'm just taking my shears and I'm cutting some tabs just to add that last layer of glue. So I meant to cut, you can see I literally just forgot, I meant to cut on the other side by the ear for my tab, which is fine. But yeah, and I'm just going to lift that lace back up and apply the glue one last time so I can make sure it's going to be secure on my head. And then I'm going to take my razor once it is laid and just cut the lace. And the great thing about using a razor to cut your lace is that it's not creating that straight, like a straight cut. It's giving you more of like a jagged edge, like a hairline, where it looks more natural. I do have some wigs where I just used scissors or shears, and I'm looking at pictures and I'm like, it's too defined almost. So yeah, I would definitely say use a razor, like an eyebrow razor, versus cutting with your shears. So yeah.
Donkey.
Alright, you guys, and after I tied my hair down, this is actually the next day because it got really late and I was cooking dinner and all of that. So this is how the color came out, and I'm just throwing some curls in there. I do have like the whole time span of me actually curling the hair, but that was another 17 to 20 minutes, so I just inserted a 2-minute clip of me just, you know, doing some quick curls. And this flat iron, I actually will be adding that to my my brand as well. If you guys are interested, let me know what you think. I do have a hot comb too, same color, crystalled out. So yeah, I actually love them. It gets really hot and they work perfectly. I think only one stone fell off my flat iron, but they do come with replacements, which is great. So yeah, but other than that, this is pretty much the final look. I'll insert a picture, you know, with my makeup done and everything. And yeah, and that is it for this video, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.